Good morning, you guys. Welcome to today's vlog. It has been a while since I've done just like a normal vlog, at least for me. This is like normal, I think, for most YouTubers. I feel like it's common to post like one video a week. That to me feels like I haven't talked to you in a long time. However, hey Siri, how many days until September 14th?
It's 68 days until then.
68 days away from the wedding. Holy cow. I was also just thinking about it, my bachelorette party, the little weekend trip we're going on to the lake house is only like 2 weeks away, so that's crazy to think about. We have a lot of stuff to get done, so I'm excited to take you guys through the whole process. But it's Monday, and I just pulled up to the gym, got done training my clients. We're gonna go head in and work out. This is the first time I'm lifting shoulders since I've had the whole like little injury situation and just kind of rehabbing that. So I couldn't even do a lot of upper body stuff for like my back workouts. I had to modify a ton because obviously any overhead movement, I just was really cautious with it. So I wasn't doing pull-ups for a while. I'm able to do pull-ups now very easily. So yeah, I'm excited to see how today goes. I told Jake, like, we're just gonna have to take it exercise by exercise because I've only been doing my rehab exercises. I haven't been doing any like overhead presses for obvious reasons. So we'll see how today goes. I had a ridiculously busy weekend, so I did bring my bathing suit. We are going to sit at the pool for a little today to just unwind. I was working all day yesterday. It's gonna be a good day. Let's head in, warm up, walking on an incline per usual, and then lift some shoulders.
Hello Yager bombs, good morning. What we're doing today is we're doing a little bit of rehab. This is the first time we've really worked shoulders with Kelly in a good while, trying to get her her shoulder health back up. So what we're doing is we're going into TRX field goals. Object is to do a pull, so you're driving your elbow back, you're gonna have a pronated grip, and then you add an external rotation in order to kind of get a healthy AC joint or your rotator cuff. Then from there, we're gonna go in from a 90-degree with the elbows, and she's pressing directly out. Yes, you are using and engaging some pectoral muscles. However, it is still a lot of delts going on. We're gonna try to keep everything, for the most part, underneath her chin, just so that we don't irritate anything with her shoulder. So this is what we got. So we're doing a lot of motions is gonna be underneath her chin. Just again, just kind of keep everything injury free. So and that's gonna be with 12.5 pounds. They don't seem like they would be extremely bad, but they start burning after so long. And then we go into quarter laterals, AKA happy penguins. Now Kelly here is wearing her push pop color. No, push up color.
No, push pop.
Dang it.
Sherbert.
Dreamsicle ice cream colored, what do you call it? Set. Then we're gonna, but anyways, we're going into quarter laterals again. So what we're trying to make sure is she's not letting her dumbbells touch the thigh, and she's only coming up to where her arm is about 45 degrees. So that is going to get the quarter rep going, and it's really gonna target the delt. Yep, the lateral delt. So that's what really makes your arms look real good. If you guys have never done them, we're doing 50 of them just again to really have some fatigue set in those delts, get some lactic acid built up, and get those bad boys looking all good. Perfect. Now one thing I'm a stickler for, whenever you're using the TRX, you want a straight line going from the shoulder all the way down to the ankle. So no matter what, whether she's going straight up or leaning back, it's always a straight line. You don't want to drop your hips, you don't want to lead with the hips, and you don't want any slack on the TRX. And if you can see, from the first set. We had those field goals for 12. The second set is only 6. We're gonna keep that external rotation just because that's primarily almost a rehab move. But we're doing it on the TRX just so that we can have a little bit more core involved. As you can see, that was a little tough, huh, Kel? Yeah. Again, they don't seem like they'd be extremely bad. When you have it holding it at a 90-degree angle, you're really not using much delt, but you are hitting your brachialis, which your brachialis attaches up to that delt, and that's why it's going to be a little bit more effective from going from 90 degrees to straight out. And then again, she's going right back out to those quarter laterals. If you can't see her lateral delt, yeah, I mean, it's moving, it's working. If we poked it, I'm sure it might pop because it is full blood right now. Right, Cal? But as long as you fight through that burn, again, your shoulders, you talk about boulder shoulders, you build up the cap and you build up the lateral delt, and man, those things look good. How you doing there, Cal? It burns. Perfect. All right, Yager bombs. What we're doing is we're gonna go into somewhat of a barrel, so you're gonna wanna keep your arms level, your elbows up, and then we are gonna go to a full extension, trying to pull that band apart. Look at that. Look at that wingspan going on. That's perfect. So again, what we're doing is we're targeting the rear delt, and we do 8 of those from barrel to a full extension, and then we're gonna go into a high row, staying in neutral grip. Now with Kelly, she has got more work to do on her left side than her right. You can kind of see that her left elbow is dropping just a little bit. Keep your left elbow up. There you go. There you go, and that's a burnout. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put my hand, we're gonna do one side, and then she's doing just the left side for an additional 10. Just because we have some catching up to do with the left to the right. So she's actually going a little bit more, a couple more reps on that side. Perfect. How's that feel? Yeah, for sure. She's gonna be very sore. Very, very, very sore. She's taking just about 30 seconds or so. It's not anything that's gonna get her heart rate up. However, we're just trying to build up the rear delt. Her and I have talked about rehab before. What we're doing, especially when you have AC joint issues, well, you have a lot of issues with your shoulder. What you want to do, typically, especially with rehab, you want to build up your rear delt. Your rear delt, whenever you can build that up, it takes a lot of pressure off of that shoulder girdle. So the stronger your rear delt is, the less typical pain you have when you do an overhead press. You also have to have mobility and flexibility. You don't want to be too flexible, but you don't want to have no flexibility at all. All right, we're gonna hold it. Let's go. But what we're doing is we're trying to build up that rear delt so it can engage much easier, so it takes a lot of tension off of that front and the cap of the delt, because that's where a lot of pain comes from. How you doing there, Cal? All right, was that 3 or 4? That was 4? That was 4, and that's all we have. So the shoulders are done. Give us a big flex. Look at that. Look at those bad boys. Good. With the dreamsicle, or
Made it home from the gym. I did lay out at the pool for like an hour and was just listening to some podcasts. Then came home, answered some emails, recorded the Lulu try-on video. By the time you guys are seeing this, that is probably already up, so make sure to check that out. Very exciting. I liked the items I tried. This little one is now laying with me as I edit and eat my lower sugar, maple brown sugar oatmeal with my, is it still over there? Yeah, the apple pie Bowmar protein almond butter. I actually need to place another order today. We're almost out of the lemon cookie and the apple pie. I originally thought the lemon cookie was like hands down my favorite. I think if I had to choose between the two, see, I don't know. I don't think I can choose between apple pie and lemon cookie now, because the apple pie in my oatmeal seriously tastes like fall, just like exploded in there, and it's good. So, highly recommend both of those, especially if you have the lower sugar maple brown sugar oatmeal. It's phenomenal in there. Anyway, I'm gonna edit, work on my computer for a little bit, hang out with this little one.
What are you doing? You snoozing? Are you tired?
It's later in the day. I think I told you guys I recorded that Lulu haul. Yeah, you would have already seen that. he got home and I told you guys we ordered the invitations. I was already having like a little bit of, not anxiety, just I was a little stressed because we definitely should have placed the order earlier than we did, but then we thought it was they would get to us earlier than they are. We just found out, the girl emailed us back and was like, yeah, it looking like 3 to 4 weeks, and I'm like, oh my gosh. We didn't send out a save the date because we were planning on having the invitations and we were just gonna send them out as soon as we got them. And because we're having like a smaller wedding, most of the people coming know when it is, you know, and because we had the engagement party and the couples shower, a lot of people came to that. So anyway, now Chris was saying, oh, maybe we can do like a save the date, just print that out super fast. We have Photoshop, obviously. And then what's it called? Staples?
Staples.
No.
Staples. Staples.
Staples is the...
It's Staples.
Yo, we're not talking about the same place then.
I'm talking about Staples. There's one on Double Greg. Are you thinking of...
That one that was behind Ted's...
I don't know. Anyways, we're getting it from Staples.
Where did my mom go? Anyways.
Oh, like the...
It was right...
UPS store or something?
No. Ah, it's gonna drive me insane. It was right next to Ted's Montana Grill. Anyway, he was like, well, we could just print out a save the date super fast and just like literally send that out by Wednesday. Today's Monday. And then that would help if the invitations really can't get here until 4 weeks from now.
We're pushing it if it's 4 weeks.
We're pushing it.
Either way.
Either way. But yeah, so we're going over, we tried calling his mom, she didn't answer, so we're going over to their house to see what they think we should do. We did email the girl back and asked if there was any way we could expedite the invitations. I'm assuming if we could, we'd obviously have to pay, which at this point, I don't care. So yeah, we'll see. Everything else we were on top of.
Yeah.
This we let go too far.
Well, it's because we waited so long to get the engagement pictures done.
That was for the save the date.
Exactly.
Yeah, we didn't send the save the date because we were gonna use the engagement pictures, but we waited for the spring. Yeah, we waited for the spring to get engagement pictures done because we got engaged in the winter. Whatever. It is what it is. It'll all be fine, but we're trying to figure out what the best solution is from the point we're at right now.
Believe in you, I'll get you round of applause. Alright. A pretty picture for the ones that are lost in life. But even dreamers have the power to save a friend. And I know you are afraid that you fail again. You can take it to the clear, but it doesn't end with you.
Much later, the next day, Chris and I decided to order the save the dates because even if the invitations get here, like best case scenario in 2 weeks, I feel like for the out of town people and just people we're not as close to and like haven't been able to come to the bridal shower and the engagement party, we need to at least send them something. So we ordered little save the dates. I just made them on Photoshop and ordered them from Staples. They were ready today. They came with envelopes. So we are going to do these tonight and then send them out tomorrow. Very simple. So we have to do that tonight. The buffalo chicken is almost done. I just made myself some coffee. I need to work at, look at Layla. Hey, what you doing? Lele. Lele. I think she's looking for a bug. Are you looking for a bug? Obviously flies get in the house during the summer and she loves chasing flies. So, yeah, I did a ton of running around today. I need to sit down and start working at my computer. Chris is going to work out after he's done at work and then we're gonna get started on those. So I have like probably 3 hours to get some solid work done. Oh, also, I did get a package at my dad's. Coffee Over Cardio came out with 2 new Smart Creamer flavors. So we have Vanilla Caramel Swirl and Snickerdoodle. This one looks phenomenal. Also, Alyssa, I hope you're watching this. Very comfy sweatshirt. It's my first time wearing it, and I love it.
Yeah, so cool. Well, honestly, babe, I'm proud of us. We handled that well. We definitely could have done better to start, but I think we handled the problem well. We executed the solution. I think we did good. I'm proud of us.
I'm proud of us as well. I'm sitting at my computer, finally answering emails and getting caught up on like the busy work stuff, I guess. And I just responded to an email that was about doing like a wedding dress or formal dress try on. Apparently this company saw one of my wedding series videos. I think that would be so much fun. So we'll see if that happens. I told them I was interested. I think that would be so fun because it's like very affordable wedding dresses and formal dresses. Oh my gosh, I really hope this happens. I think that would be super fun. Chris is at the gym right now. I put 50 save the dates into envelopes so they're ready to go, and then we're gonna go over to his parents' house and they're gonna help us like address all of them so we can knock it out in like an hour, hopefully. I think I had this recording when Chris and I were on the phone. He was like, I think I'm really proud of us for handling this, like what could have been a very stressful situation and just like coming up with a solution. It was just very cute. It is, we have been trying so hard to just like enjoy this whole process. There's obviously going to be things that come up that are a little stressful, but being able to like step back instead of being like, oh my god, this is horrible, this is a crappy situation, it's like, okay, maybe do that for a second and then pull yourself out of it and be like, okay, well, how can we fix it? How do we move forward? There's obviously nothing we can change. So that is something I am also very proud of us for. We're really good at like stepping back from the situation and just trying to figure out a solution rather than just sitting and pouting about it, because that's obviously not productive. So anyways, yeah, we're gonna get all the save the dates out tomorrow, and then the girl that I was emailing about the wedding invites hasn't responded back, but even if those get here 4 weeks, it's not ideal, but at least the people who are out of town will have a save the date so they know when the wedding is.
I wanna get you all alone now and go hide away from the lights, but I don't dare to, I'm too fragile, and for that I do apologize. Maybe someday we can work it out, but I'm afraid it's too late to try.
All right, Yager bombs. So what we're doing, we have Rachel there, she's training with Kelly today. But what we're doing is we are going into a, not really a heavyweight, you wouldn't say this is heavy, right Kelly? No. But what we're doing is we are trying to take a couple steps back, and at the very bottom we're trying to physically and mentally try to focus on that squeeze. So we are squeezing the tricep just as hard as we can. So you can see that bad boy is contracted. You can see her arm even shake a little bit because she's trying to just squeeze it. If you stood there and just tried to squeeze your tricep, that's what I want you to try to think. You think, hey, you're posing for a picture on Instagram. That's what it is, Kelly. Just squeeze that bad boy. Then we're gonna be hitting a handful of those. Then we come over to a diamond plank shoulder tap. So we are having our hands as close together, so fingers touching, thumbs touching, and we are going side to side. Now, her legs are no more than shoulder width. The wider the legs, the more stability and less core that you're gonna be using. So you can see her hips are not really moving. That's perfect, good, Kelly. And she's all shaking a little bit. Either that's from the core or the triceps, I don't know. But that's gonna be an ongoing theme here this morning. There's a lot of core along with these triceps. Ooh.
Don't you know I'm way too weak to swim? Can't you feel the waves come crashing in? Running out of safety nets, 'cause every night I fall down in the middle of the night screaming, oh my God, 'cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep. I reach out in the middle of the night screaming, oh my, 'cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep. I think I'm love drunk and it feels wrong, but I'm not afraid to admit I used to feel safe next to you, babe. No, I'm thinking I deserve a hit. Maybe someday.
All right, Jaeger bombs. Here we go. This is set, what is it, set three? Set three. What we're doing is we are trying to internally rotate as much as we can. This is relatively lightweight. You can barely see there's not a whole lot of weight on there, but we are trying to, again, have that muscle-mind connection so that we can squeeze the tricep as we internally rotate. Next up, we're gonna go into a diamond plank. So because our hands are together, we're using a whole lot of tricep. We're going into oblique crunches. And what I told Kelly was I want to make contact from the thigh/knee all the way up to the forearm or the tricep, one of the two. As we progress through here, she's actually shifting her weight forward a little bit. So she's not just staying upright just right here. She's actually rocking back and forth, and that's good. That's what we want. So we're putting our core under stress while our triceps are under tension, and so she's doing a 3-part to it. Now that is her active recovery. I don't think she active recovery. I was telling her, us trainers, we use that very loosely. There's a lot of room for error in that term, but if you can kind of see what she's doing here, she is really internally rotating. I just told her that when you're posing in front of a mirror, you want to really flex your tricep. You don't go straight down, you actually internally rotate to get the highest contraction possible. So what we're doing is we're we're doing a big squeeze every single time we come down with that internal rotation so that we can get the highest contraction or your peak contraction as possible. Then we take it from that, we're gonna go back into our diamond plank, and again, so this is your active recovery. So you're not necessarily doing reps on your triceps, however, they are under tension because they're supporting your body. Yes, it is some shoulders, yes, it is a little bit of chest as well, but those triceps are what's under a lot of tension. We put those triceps under tension while we're working some abs. It's not an extreme amount of abs, however, it is a good amount, back and forth. So A, B, and C. Look at that, she reloads and then she's gonna walk. She's gonna walk. Oh, that's, okay. That was good. How do you feel? A little out of breath? Yeah. Good, perfect. Active recovery.
But I'm afraid it's too late to try. Baby, I don't dare to love you, and you know the reason why. Don't you know I'm way too weak to swim? Can't you feel the waves come crashing in? Running out of safety nets, 'cause every night I fall down in the middle of the night screaming, oh my God, 'cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep. I reach out in the middle of the night screaming, oh my, 'cause your love's too deep. You know your love's too deep.
All right, Jaeger bombs, set number, whatever set this is. We're gonna go. You're setting the pulley right at about the same height as the hips, and she's going, she's going out. You can kind of see what Rachel's doing. Again, pulley is right about where the hips are, and she's going out. Then she's gonna come over here Today's focus is really squeezing, so having intention of actually trying to squeeze, both with your triceps and for the ab work. But right here, we're going into diamond plank. So again, thumb, fingers together. We're going knee up to the shoulder. We're trying to keep the elbow in line the entire time. And at the same time, when she does that, she's squeezing her oblique. And then she's going into T-planks, back and forth. And again, this is her active recovery. I say that because Kelly's giving me a whole lot of sass about that. But I know what it is. It's absolutely fine. I'm cool with it.
I'm a trainer, I can do it all.
That's right. That's exactly it. Well, she knows. Everybody else, nobody questions it except Kelly. It's all good. All right. So again, we have the pulley set up. Again, she's only using 17.5, or realistically, if I wanted her, really wanted her to work Kelly, I'd probably put these at 32.5. She could probably handle that. But since we're focusing on the squeeze at the very end, that's what we have it on. Again, a little bit lighter. And again, I cannot emphasize this enough. Anybody who's gonna try it, you're gonna try and make sure the pulley is about the level with your hips. You could go all the way down to the ground, but there's a strength curve that you just kind of lose the tension on the cable. So this is going to ensure that there's tension the entire way through. So she's coming down and then she's squeezing at the very top. Oh, I missed the last part. I'll show how Rachel's doing it. But she's actually, again, really trying to squeeze the tricep. All right, got a couple more?
Yeah. I haven't done anything overhead in a long time.
Yeah. All right, so again, at the very top, actually kind of punch outward, not just punch forward, but punch outward. And again, that's going to be that high contraction on the tricep. And after she does, again, 15 of those with a big squeeze up top, she's going back into the diamond oblique crunches. And again, she's crunching one side, good, and squeezing with a pause. Pause, good. Side, pause, perfect. And this is just going to make sure that she's really squeezing that bad boy side to side. And we're putting, again, our oblique every time she goes from T-plank to T-plank. Again, we're putting that oblique under tension. So when she flips over, it's that oblique. When she flips back over, that oblique, back and forth. So the entire time, the active recovery is to keep those triceps under tension. How you doing, Kelly? Excellent. Excellent. Was that 3? Rachel? That was 3. Little fun tidbit is maybe Kelly hasn't told you or whatever, but she hasn't eaten anything today, which is not really recommended. What have you had? Coffee. So that's really not an ideal. No, it's really not an ideal type of pre-workout that you want. When I say pre-workout, not necessarily just supplements, but pre-workout meaning, that's right, exactly right, carbs to fuel your workout. But it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna make something to fuel. That's exactly right. But this is how hungry Kelly is. She looks down at that, which is plaster from the construction. She's like, those look like Pop-Tart crumbs from the frosting. And then 2 seconds later, she yells, I'm hungry. Kelly, you're doing great. Hang in there, everybody. She's rocking it. We still have another 15 minutes or so to go. We're doing great.
My hair is looking crazy. Made it home from the workout. It was real good. Lots of abs. My arms were shaking.
Layla, you want to say hello? Told them you rode the Roomba.
Hey. She's too busy taking a bath. I already finished my smoothie and I'm making egg whites right now and a bagel because, as Jake said, I didn't eat this morning. Huge mistake. Oh my gosh, thank goodness these aren't burnt. I just got so nervous I burned those. So, I didn't eat enough. Well, I didn't eat anything before going to the gym because I ate last night. I normally, as you guys know, have either like oatmeal, a bagel, some kind of carb heavy meal. So I'm making up for it now. Just had that smoothie. Not that you guys think I'm lying, but you can see it right down there. And yeah, eating this immediately after. finally showered, put myself together a little bit, actually wearing real clothes. Chris and I are gonna go look at wedding bands today. That is another thing on our to-do list. The lady who helped me, who ended up like selling this ring to Chris, had me try on wedding bands when I was there, but she really only gave me like one style to try on. It was basically like, I don't have a hand to make this focus. Come on, camera, there we go. It was basically like one single band of one of the little diamond ones. I really liked that, so we'll see. Obviously that would be more expensive than just like a little white gold one. But yeah, we'll see. Chris is also gonna try some on. I don't think he's tried any on yet, so that'll be fun. We're just knocking stuff off the list. We did send out those save the dates yesterday, so that's done. I realized I haven't moved from the last time I recorded. We went to the diamond seller and tried on wedding bands. I will put the pictures in here. I brought my camera, I tried to record, it just kept saying memory card issue. I have no idea. And then I changed the battery when I got home, and now it's like working good. So I'm thinking one of my batteries is just not liking my camera or vice versa. So what are you guys doing? They're freaking out over the Roomba. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'll put pictures in here. We didn't end up buying them. We're gonna go back later this week and get them. I was deciding between two, and then the one we all liked the best, so I think I'm decided on the one, and it just happened to be the least expensive one, so like I'll take it. But yeah, I realize this video is a little all over the place. It's gonna take me a couple days to like get back into the routine of vlogging again after that full week of eating. I got so used to just recording my food that it's been weird to like actually talk to you guys again about non-food things. So I'm very happy to get back into it. It's just gonna, you know, I need to get back in my routine. This is weird.